And we're going.
We're going.
Hey, everybody.
Hi, everyone.
You might
How are
notice
y'all
something
doing?
weird.
That you think it's weird? That don't laugh. No laughter. No, no. It's the teeth. £1,500 and they can't get teeth right. Ah! Wow. I'm glad I don't have one now.
I'm glad I do because it freaks you out.
I think when you see this that I'm recording, it'll freak you out too.
So, as you may have guessed, along with all the other videos that have been uploaded to YouTube in the last day,
None like this, though.
I've got a Quest Pro.
Yeah, none like this.
None like this. None like this. There is nothing on the internet like this.
And it'll stay that
So,
way.
you might be able to tell that shall I roll my eyes?
Is that how you roll your eyes?
Well, maybe not. But
Don't do that. Don't do that. It looks like you look like Jim Carrey, me, myself, and Irene. He's got dry mouth. Wow, you look
Welcome to the future.
Is that what this is? I feel like we've gone backwards. Oh, my stomach hurts.
It's pretty good. It's pretty great.
Is it?
It is. It's really good.
You look like
insane. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep. But now, when I'm talking to you, I can just look off to the side to make it look. Yeah.
And I can see that you're doing that and being rude and not looking at me. Whereas
you can make creepy winking things at people.
Yeah, or like earlier when you were setting up the recording, it genuinely looked like you were having some sort of catastrophic internal failure.
Yeah, some sort of fit.
Yeah.
To demonstrate for the people at home, what I was actually doing was I was like looking down underneath the headset so I could see my screens where we're capturing this stuff.
Yeah, but because you weren't talking, there was a lot of unnecessary twitching going on, which
it's pretty good.
It's pretty good. No, it looks so wrong when you smile and laugh.
And obviously, I'm still doing the old hand tracking business at the moment, but I have shake them, press the buttons, ta-da! New controllers, black ones with no rings on.
Mine work fine.
That's and now I'll put them down and try to get my hands back. There we go.
Nope, that one disappeared eventually. It was still in your hand.
Yeah, there you go. And I don't know if you can see, there's been lots of updates to Workrooms recently. I have a new keyboard tracking business. Like, hopefully
I can't see it.
Oh, can you not? Oh, well, that's useful.
So it's still broken then.
Well, I can see it, and it works really, really well. And now I have color finger pass-through business when I put my fingers over the keyboard, which is weird.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Right. Well, I've absolutely pissed myself enough at you. Please don't smile ever again. In fact, I'm not going to look at you. That'll help. Yeah, you better talk about it. Crack on.
So, like, I vaguely considered doing an unboxing video, and then I couldn't be bothered because there's a billion of them already, and that'd involve having to film in the real world, which I don't want to do. So yeah, it works. It's really comfortable by comparison to the Quest 2.
Is it?
Not having something pressing on your cheeks is great. It's absolutely great. It is much clearer. It's the same resolution basically as the Quest 2, and you can still see like the screen door-y effect, but you know how in the Quest 2 you've got the lenses, like you've really got to have your eyes dead center to be able to see things clearly. Like that's not a problem. The sweet spot is like much bigger. it's much easier to work or read your computer screen and that sort of stuff in here now. You've gone really serious, and I don't like it.
No, I'm listening. I don't have anything to add to this. I don't have one. I can't afford some, like most people out there. I can't afford. So everyone feels sorry for me. Send your donations in, and I can get one. Then we can all do crazy shit with our face. Yeah, like that.
So overall, like, yeah.
Whoa,
it's
whoa,
really
whoa, whoa, whoa! Stop,
What?
stop! I don't know if that was just me, but you did a facial expression. You froze entirely. There was no sound, and then you were halfway through a sentence. So maybe just say that again, just in case.
Well, actually, I just freaked out and went and pulled lots of different faces, and maybe I freaked it out.
I think you did. So don't do that.
But
yeah,
I met up with some other people last night, and who also had them. So it basically turned into a giant people pulling faces at one another.
Bloody hell. Grown men and women.
Yes. Well, men and women.
Physically grown.
Physically grown.
Yes. So I think this is an important question.
Yep. Hit me with your questions.
So how much is the one I'm wearing now? Is it 400? The model I've got is 400, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah.
Is it worth £1,100 more? That's what people want to know. And I know you've only had it for a day, but first impressions, yes or no? And that doesn't mean you've wasted your money. That's not what I'm getting at.
No. For the vast majority of people, absolutely not.
There you go.
No. Do I think it's an incredibly good bit of kit, which is probably the best VR headset you can get at the moment? Probably, yes.
All right, Zucker. Sucking up to
No,
Zucker.
nothing
Zucker.
to do
Wait,
with
that's
Zucker.
something else. Jesus.
Whoa, nothing to do with Zucker. Like I actually fired up Half-Life Alyx last night to see what it looked like, and it looks so much clearer in this.
Is it?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I think I'm still too scared to play the rest of that game, but still, whatever.
Why?
I'm a coward.
If only there was a way that I could be in the game and record it, so that if you scream, I can see your avatar go.
Hang on, you're giving me grief. You don't play horror games because you're.
I don't buy them though. There's a difference.
Mine came with the headset. I didn't buy it separately.
Don't
anyway,
say stuff like that.
Anyway, I can't get over how much more comfortable it is. It is really comfortable, and I could wear it for hours on end if the battery didn't die.
But can't you use a cable still?
Well, yes, you can. You could still plug a cable into it, which is what I did last night. Because when it turned up, it was only half charged. So
there's also a really important thing that we need to talk about. I can never play golf in VR with Paul again because he said that it actually gives him an unfair advantage. So
I didn't say that.
You did.
I said I felt that the controllers were more accurate than the normal.
Thereby, it gives you an unfair advantage because
no,
I have to work with my
that's...
poor man's headset and controllers.
No. That's assuming that I have a level of skill which can be translated to the better controllers.
No.
Anyway.
You said it.
Yeah, you get a lot less occlusion business, so things don't just suddenly disappear. Whoa. I saw where you were going, and I don't like it. They didn't like it. They didn't like it.
Ben liked it. Hi, Ben.
Hi, Ben.
No, it really doesn't like some. I don't know if it doesn't like your face or what, but
hey. This is an inclusive podcast. We'll have none of that.
I don't like what. No.
Oh, what was funny last night is some of these avatar businesses, when people have been setting them up, people clearly haven't seen the teeth properly because there was a load of people going, why have I got a giant gap in my teeth? They'd obviously picked an avatar to start with that had a big gap in their teeth, and they hadn't realized it until now.
I
when they do the
I didn't
smile.
even think of that when I picked mine, so who knows?
Yeah, exactly. But yeah. So the lenses are miles better. They really are. It makes actually I was sitting with the computer screen, like you can do the, well,
Triple
you can almost do
screen
the
stuff.
triple screen business in your private or your personal office space at the moment. If
Yeah.
you're using Windows, you can't. It says coming soon. So you actually you can only have the amount of monitors you've got in real life at the moment. But you can read them all. Like I could work happily in it. No problem whatsoever. And we were talking about battery life, just to jump back, and everybody going on about the battery life. And yeah, the battery goes down relatively quickly when you're doing eye tracking and face tracking and things. You turn these off, and you just use it for normal Quest business. It seems to last exactly the same. So you mentioned we played golf. We played what, roughly a, I don't know, 2-hour game of golf or something, like in total, and I'd used just over half the battery from full charge, which is about the same as the.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a
Quest 2 would
horrendously
have been.
graphically demanding game, but still, it's a game. So.
Yeah, and the controller was fully charged, and that had only gone down to, I think, 89%. So it only used 11% in that time. So that the uproar about how long the controller charge would last is clearly a non-issue. The internet going berserk about something. Who would have thought? The other thing is, like, it comes with light blockers they talk about, which you can put on the sides, and there's no facial gasket, like, to block out all light. So it's open, like round here. I can see my desk, and I can see the room around me. Makes moving around much easier without tripping over stuff. But it doesn't actually take away from anything. I'm not sure I'm going to use those side blinkers at all. The only thing that I can possibly think I would use them for, and it's not for immersion, it is for stopping lights in the background, like shining on the lenses. You can, like when I was using it in the dark, and the lights were on in my office, like I could see a light from behind shine off the edge. Other than that, the actual immersion doesn't break it for me at all. It's great. So
yeah, good.
Yeah, very good.
I have nothing to add to this entire podcast other than me being here. So, make of that what you will. Same as always.
Brilliant. One thing that on the workrooms front, which I think probably should be implemented, you can, if you go into your settings, you can turn off face and eye tracking within workrooms. So if I go and do this now I'm back to the normal fakery for my face.
Prefer it.
Gone. I know, but whatever. But if I muted, so often you're in a workroom meeting or whatever, and you want to mute because you need to talk to somebody in the real room, you can mute yourself, but it doesn't mute. It should mute the face and eye tracking. I think
just toggle it off temporarily.
Yeah, because otherwise, like, I can turn it off. You won't hear me, but you will see me talking, which will be weird.
Would it?
I think so. I don't think the mouth capture is good enough that lip readers will be able to hear what I'm.
It's absolutely
read what
not.
I'm saying, but it's still weird.
Right.
Anyway, it was just a thought. Just a thought.
Send your feedback, suggestions to mark@.zuckerberg@meta.com.
Wow.
Definitely his email address.
Marky Z. The controllers are really good. I genuinely think, like, if you have problems with the controllers, it could be worth an upgrade. But obviously, they're very expensive by themselves.
You still.
They feel very nice. Do you know what they remind me of? I'll pick them up just while I'm saying this. There we go. They remind me of if you've held an Xbox Elite controller. They've kind of got that weight and feel to them. They're kind of almost a bit rubberized, and they've got some heft to them. So if you're playing something vigorous, I don't know, Beat Saber, and you've not got the straps on, and you let go of one of these puppies, it's probably going to go through plasterboard. Never mind a window.
Right.
So yeah, that could be interesting. Obviously.
So always get your strap on with those.
Whoa!
With the controllers.
Come on.
That's what you said.
If you people, and I don't mean it in the sense of you people.
Sounded like it.
If you don't like the way he said that, you should absolutely leave a comment.
Nobody's going to do that. Because
No, nobody's.
everybody's a child, really.
Yeah. So,
although
yeah,
I think we may lose a significant number of viewers from the smile that your avatar generates now.
can we get a thumbnail?
Oh yeah, don't worry. I've recorded this, so you may well make an appearance on the thumbnail.
That'd be good. That'd be great. I thought it'd be useful for people to see what actually you get in here. So
yes.
I think it's Workrooms and just probably Horizon at the moment actually use the face stuff until.
Yeah, I don't know
developers
whether. Yeah, because they've got to bring it in. I can't see it coming into the golf that we play too much of.
Yeah, I should probably mention about the other thing that it obviously adds is the mixed reality business for pass through, and you can do the desk thing here. Like it's good. It's much better than the Quest 2 because the Quest 2 pass through was horrible as far as I was concerned.
Yeah.
It's better. It's colorized. It's still not great. It's not like looking at a photo. It is still grainy all over and that sort of thing. But it makes moving around or being in your space much easier and much better on that front.
Right.
But I wouldn't expect it. Don't expect that you'll be like looking through a pane of glass. If you see what I mean, it's not like that.
Right.
But yeah, I thought people would like to. I've seen a couple of videos of people who have obviously had review units or whatever. I didn't have a review unit, so I can say whatever I like about it. But they tend to be just do the standard unboxing and show you all the bits and bobs, and then they might show you like them by themselves just looking at the facial capture in Meta Horizons or whatever it is. But I thought actually seeing it side by side with somebody who doesn't have it and has got the algorithm face business might be good. I don't know if you agree. If you do, give us a thumbs up.
You mean
Dave, are you still there or are you dead?
Well, getting there.
Wow. Okay. So,
that's the effect you have on me these days. Just destroying my very being.
Oh well, in which case I'm pretty pleased with myself. What should we say about podcasts in general? Forget the headset. Anything? Is there anything like? Should we get some people on? Should we get some guests on?
Yeah.
Somebody else to talk to. Somebody else to ridicule. I mean, find out about stuff from.
Yeah.
What do you think? Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Cool.
Have to see if we can sort out time zones and stuff because it's probably going to be somebody that lives somewhere else.
Ooh, time zones. Shouldn't be that hard.
I don't know. I can't tell the time.
Well, at least scheduling things nowadays, the computer usually takes into account the time zone. But sometimes.
Not some of the people I've dealt with.
I wonder.
What?
Not going to do it.
I don't want to because I know what you want, but. Oh, dear.
Still no fist bumps.
No. We don't disappear, though. That used to be a thing. You'd like go see-through. What happens if I violate your...
Whoa, you violated
there you go. You disappeared. I almost knocked a giant coffee over as well.
Even better.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, no.
anybody got any questions? Anybody wants to know anything? Questions in the comments? I'll do my best to answer them. Don't know what else to say.
Yeah, I mean, it's only been like 24 hours, so yeah.
Yeah.
So hopefully the resolution's better this time, and you can see his face.
Yeah, resolution definitely looks better than last time.
I don't know.
Meta
Someone must have
have
accidentally done
fixed
something there.
something. I don't know what. Oh, there you go. 2 fingers. Oh, 2 fingers.
2 fingers.
Fix something. Fix something. You still can't. This was pointed out to me last night. You can't do the Vulcan symbol for some reason. So Star Trek
You
nerds
can do
still
this
not happy.
though.
That's possibly the greatest thing I've ever seen.
What, that?
Yeah. You can do that too.
I did that. I was doing that to you the whole time you were doing the peace signs, and you didn't even notice.
You do that too. That's great. This seems to have petered out terribly.
Well, yeah, that's just. Yeah, well, I think that you said earlier that, like, for most people, it's probably not a worthwhile purchase.
No.
I'm hoping that they're doing now what all the other companies are doing. So, for example, if we do a direct comparison, I need to not knock that coffee over. I'm going to move over here a bit. If we do a direct comparison to Apple in terms of their choice, how they deal with their products.
Yeah.
If you think of the iPhone, you've got the regular iPhone, and then they have the Pro, and the Pro has the extra stuff first. So I'm hoping that presumably there'll be a Quest 3 at some point, hoping that it gets the bonuses to have things like the face tracking, but it doesn't cost all that more money.
There's already leaks and rumors out there, actual leaks for the Quest 3, which will be the mainstream gaming headset and the likes. It at the moment doesn't look like it's going to have face and eye tracking in it, but it will have the next generation chip, which will be considerably more powerful than the one that's in this. So this is I think it's just a plus version of the existing chip. So it's got more RAM in it, and it's been like moved around in the package so it doesn't overheat as much, which means they can run it at higher clock speeds. I think the Quest 2 was downclocked because otherwise it'd get too hot.
Well, I'd prefer it to go the other way. Like I just said, really, I'd prefer that they do that. Like take the Apple approach, where you put them in the expensive one first because you make money then because people buy it because it's got the new feature.
Yeah, but
then you put it in the other stuff.
But it's also such a lot of money that I think, and the tech is still young and therefore still expensive. I think probably it depends. They could change it all, but the Meta 3 will probably just be more powerful, so can do more on it, and then it will probably, I don't know, be the next iteration. So the Quest 4 or whatever will then face tracking and eye tracking might have got to the point where it's cheap enough and doesn't use as much power, because that's the thing. Like using this at the moment, this does drain the power relatively significantly. Let's have a look. So I've been using this for about half an hour at the moment. I'm down to about 72% from fully charged.
Yeah, I think my concern is that they will force you to have the new controllers with the Meta 3, and which therefore, in theory, will bring an extra 300 quid onto it potentially, maybe 250 because of the cost of the other controllers, something like that.
Yeah.
And then you've got to pay that extra, just because
possible.
And I get that because it'll lower the manufacturing costs and all that stuff, that boring stuff. But
it also makes me wonder, you got face and eye tracking in this now, and this is intended for business and development and that side of things rather than mainstream. But if they don't bring it in the next mainstream one, then will developers bother to code for it?
Well, that's it, yeah.
So what will the adoption be like? Like the big one for me was I wanted it. I was hoping that it would be sharper and clearer to be able to see more in workrooms and actually be able to work more, because I spend probably 90% of my time in workrooms on my headset. The rest of the time, well, maybe 80%. The rest of the time is playing VR golf with you.
Yeah, but you want and
not VR golf, walkabout golf. We've got to keep shout outs for them because there's a new course coming out soon, and it's amazing.
£2.89 off me. God damn it.
That developer is fantastic. They're worth every penny. All of those courses. Go and play it if you haven't. If you've got a VR headset, you should absolutely play it.
Not all those courses. Some of them are infuriating.
Well, yeah, but that's more our level, I think, rather than the course themselves.
No.
No, let's blame the courses. Sort it out, Mighty Coconut.
Yeah.
And if you need anybody to test out your new upcoming Mist course, obviously with a better pro, give us a shout.
and I tag along.
Yeah. I need my caddy. Anyway,
need someone to constantly point out how lucky you are. That's what you need.
that's true.
Cool.
So that seems like a decent place to finish it. Give us a ding bell, notification, thumbs up, comment. I think we've talked about all that. Subscribe. That's the main one.
That's the one you never say. I had to
God
censor
damn
myself
it.
several times on this.
Yeah.
Subscribe, like. If you're mad, press the bell. Don't worry, you won't get spammed. Even though we were supposed to be more and shorter, that fell off quickly. So
it's
safe to press the bell.
Fairly, yeah, because you'll get notified like once a month at the moment. And cheers. I think that's a good place.
Thanks for watching. Bye.
See you, everybody. Yeah.